Hello there. It looks likely we'll continue to see some sunshine across the Mediterranean, but a cooling trend generally in Europe over the next few days, and another storm system pushing its way across the United Kingdom into northern France as we move its way into Tuesday. That's going to bring some very wet weather and some unseasonably windy weather with it as well. At the same time, further east, we've got some rain all the way from Lithuania down towards Bulgaria and mainland Greece, and that's going to produce some heavy rainfall as well. Quieter into Turkey after recent heavy rain and localised flooding through the weekend. As I say, the Mediterranean fine, settled and sunny, but those temperatures are going to ease considerably over the next few days. We'll come back to that in just a moment. Lots of sunshine across France. There's that wetter weather, though, across the Low Countries into the United Kingdom. That will gradually move its way into Scandinavia. Showery rain ahead of it. So that storm system will push its way steadily eastwards as we move through Wednesday. That's going to allow a northerly flow to start to kick in, and it will gradually bring a lowering of temperatures as well. Generally through the Mediterranean, high 20s, low 30s. But take a look at this. Temperatures in Madrid easing from 36 degrees down to 25 degrees by the weekend. Some showers continuing in a cooler feel to London and Paris by the weekend as well. Further east, if you want the settled summer sunshine, you have to head to Athens. Hello there. It's been a very busy Atlantic hurricane season, and currently we've got two storms on the go, Laura and Marco. Now, Laura is pushing away across the island of Cuba as we speak. Marco is expected to make landfall during Monday afternoon local time across the Louisiana coastline. There has been a mandatory evacuation through low-lying coastal areas just here, perhaps making landfall towards the east of New Orleans. And I'll bring you more details on that in just a moment. Along the west coast, we've still got that extreme heat as well, and still the severe wildfire issue. Now, we've got some sharper showers up into the far north, but really from parts of Vancouver down into Oregon, it's fine and dry. Northern California still has the red flag warning out. Further dry lightning storms are expected, accompanied by strong gusty winds in excess of 65 miles an hour. So that extreme heat is still expected to continue, unfortunately, over the next few days. Got some sharper showers all the way down from Massachusetts down into parts of New York State, as far south as Washington. And then, as you can see, across that Louisiana coastline, that is Marco. A lot of heavy rain, huge storm surge expected, and damaging gusts of winds as well. So it's going to stay pretty unsettled for the next few days. Hello there. Plenty to talk about across Mexico, Central America and the Caribbean, all coming up shortly. But first of all, let's start off in South America, where you can see most of the weather action is actually down to the south. It's much quieter than it should be for this time of year further north. So yes, there's some rain pushing into Santiago and parts of Chile, warming up in comparison to recent days across parts of Argentina, Uruguay and Paraguay. In terms of rainfall, it's quite quiet at the moment across the Amazon basin. Stretching over towards Brazil, we're seeing a few scattered showers, but drier than it can be as well. More rain expected through the middle part of the week. Pushing further south, then there's that wetter weather, and the winds certainly a feature down to the south. So we see some rain into Rio on Wednesday, perhaps some sharper showers in Buenos Aires on Wednesday as well. Now let's move to Mexico, where there's a storm system threatening just off the coast at the moment. Some heavy rain into southern Mexico and down into Central America as well. This is Storm Laura pushing its way through Cuba, expected potentially to intensify to hurricane status as it tracks across the Gulf of Mexico. One certainly to keep a close eye on. In terms of the city forecast, it's going to stay pretty unsettled there then. So some very heavy rain expected into Cuba throughout the coming week and into San Jose as well. That's it. Take care. Hello there. Forecast for the Middle East coming up in just a moment. But first of all, let's start off with a look at what's happening in Africa. You can see our seasonal rains from the shower cloud here on the satellite picture. And you can also see weather fronts just threatening the far south of South Africa. But things are largely fine and quiet here. Seasonal rains fairly active over from Guinea over to Ghana and across the Ivory coastline. To the north of that, it's all about the heat. In actual fact, we should see temperatures in excess of of the low 40s for parts of Marrakesh over the next few days, and that's above the average for the time of year, even by their standards. So Cape Town could see a weak weather front just producing a few showers by the end of the week, but as I say, not amounting to too much. Look at these temperatures then into Marrakesh, mid-40s, perhaps through the middle part of the week, slowly easing with a change of wind direction as we head towards the weekend. As for the Middle East, it's fine, settled and sunny, but we've lost the extreme heat here as well that we had just a few weeks ago, with temperatures peaking into the low 40s. Bit more of a breeze down to the south, but generally speaking, it's a good deal of fine, dry weather expected over the next few days. Let's take a look at our city forecast. Well, you can see it's fine and quiet. Temperatures again peaking into the low 40s. Hello there. Monsoon rains continue to remain active. There are two areas we need to talk about in this forecast. One, an area of low pressure moving up through the Bay of Bengal. Another, some heavy rain that's been affecting parts of Pakistan and northwest India over the weekend. In fact, there's been about a month's worth of rain expected to the close of play Monday into Tuesday. Over 500 millimetres of rainfall quite possible here. And across that northeastern portion, well, across Orissa and up through the Bay of Bengal into Bangladesh, there's going to be some heavy rain to come as well. So into central parts of Asia, things are largely fine and quiet, with rain easing away from Kazakhstan. A few sharper showers south of that, but fairly hit and miss. Still some lengthy spells of sunshine, still temperatures into the low 30s. There's that rain I was talking about moving out of Pakistan towards Gujarat. Not looking too bad, really. Across that Kerala coastline, a few sharper showers down to the south, and then as we push up through Odisha up to Bangladesh and across the Himalayas, that's where the heavier persistent rain is expected to continue. So Mumbai stays pretty unsettled throughout the week. There will be a little more in the way of dry, sunnier weather expected into Dhaka as we head towards the weekend. Tashkent keeps some sunshine and also some warmth as well. Take care. Hello there. I suspect Typhoon Bavi will be the key talking point with the weather in Asia over the next few days. Currently strengthening as it moves its way through the Yellow Sea. Expected to make landfall perhaps through the middle part of the week, just brushing to the west of South Korea and then making landfall through North Korea. Now that could be of interest because there's already been some localised flooding there, and we're expecting a further 500 millimetres from this storm, so we'll need to keep an eye on that. Quiet ahead of it through much of Japan, a scattering of sharp showers across much of central China. Into Vietnam and Thailand, it's largely fine and quiet. Malaysia and Indonesia has the usual sharp showers here. So this is the story for the next few days. There will be some thundery downpours through Tokyo and Shanghai, particularly through Shanghai later on in the week. As for Australia, we had a cold spell over the weekend, which brought some snow, quite widespread snow in actual fact, down to the southeast. Temperatures are recovering just a touch, not quite as cold or as windy as it has been. A good deal of dry weather across much of Australia, a few scattered showers through New Zealand, and because the wind's coming from a southerly direction across the higher ground here, there will be some snow as well. So that's the story. Let's take a look at the city forecast over the next few days. Auckland pretty unsettled even as we head towards the weekend.